Hi everybody, my name is Christy, or you can call me Stylish Professor. This is my first video, and I did a couple of trial runs last night, but I did a whole lot of talking about my plan, what I'm going to do. And what I tell my students, adult learners, is that when they're writing a paper or an essay or any kind of document, I don't want them to get too carried away with in this paper I'm going to do this. I tell them just get to it. So what I just realized is I'm doing what my students do. So I'm going to take my own advice and I'm going to get straight to it. The idea here is just to show you some sort of work appropriate things that can also go into the evening and be a date night or a girls night out or something like that. I want to help those folks who maybe are just a little bit fashion challenged. Now of course fashion can be anything, just like art and beauty are in the eye of the beholder, right? But some people really struggle, so much so that they hate going shopping. Now with the internet today and every possible opportunity to buy something, there's no reason to have to go out, fight the masses. You can just get online and buy all of the stuff that I'm going to show you here tonight. Now, because I've already had one video stop in media race right in the middle, I'm going to do this in two parts. So I'll talk a little bit about the dress that I'm wearing tonight, have a little bit of wine, I hope you do the same. Then I'm going to show you a couple pairs of shoes, and then I'm going to go ahead and pause this and start a part two. So if you're interested in jackets, I've got a couple of jackets to show you, one that is more for daytime and one that is better for the evening. So without further ado, let's get started. Good stuff. Alright, it's been a long day. Give me a break, right? Alright, so I wish you could see my whole outfit. This, as you can see, is a color block shift dress of sorts. It does have a little bit of structure in here. Again, color block. We've got a turquoise, we've got white, so this is actually very forgiving and creates a nice sort of hourglass shape. Not quite an empire, but not quite waist either, so it's a nice little tuck that helps a lot of us, right? On camera, I think that this looks black, but it's actually a deep, very navy blue, and really it's better, much better in person than what you're seeing here. So this is what I wore to work today. It's an Klein. I got this from Belk.com. So even if you don't have a Belk or a Hudson Belk in your neighborhood, you can go online. So again, Belk.com, search for Anne Klein, and you will see this color block dress. If you're on a budget and you don't have $125 to spend on one dress, you might consider going to TJ Maxx or Stein Mart or some place like that, maybe a discount store. And you may find this dress, or you may find something very similar. Color blocking is hot, has been hot. It's been out there for a long time. So I bet you can find something very similar to this that will be just as pretty. And I tell you what, this definitely isn't my most fitting, best fitting dress. But I got a lot of compliments on it today, and this was the first time that I ever wore it. So I knew today when I wore this dress, and everybody's like, wow, that looks great, love that dress, love those colors, I knew that this was the dress I was going to start with tonight. Now, the shoes, always important. Because I was at work, and I do stand on my feet for hours at a time teaching, I usually wear something like this, somewhere between a 3 and 4 inch pointy-toed heel. That's generally what I wear. Now, this is a Jessica Simpson. It's fairly comfortable if it's a good fit. If it's a little too big or obviously a little too small, you're going to struggle just a bit. This is an 8 medium, which is typically my size. Honestly, I don't know if it came a little large or if it has stretched a little bit, or maybe where I've left it in my car and it got cold and then it got hot. It doesn't quite fit the way I would like it to, so I did have to put a couple of little inserts in the back to help me walk without the shoe coming off. That's the problem. And if you've ever had that happen to you where you're kind of struggling to keep your shoes on, it can be kind of a long day, a little bit on the uncomfortable side. But one thing that I would say is sort of a myth is that this pointy toe, it is not excruciating. I guess it looks sort of severe, but it's really not bad. A pointy toe shoe is my go-to because it really is a very comfortable style. Now again, something in like a camel color, this goes great with a navy, with a turquoise. Camel or brown is always great with a white. Absolutely love these colors together. I considered wearing black, and then I was like, no, I think I want to bring in just a tad bit, just a little bit of color. And I was in the little kitchen area today, and someone I didn't even know walked in to the office and said, I love those shoes. So I'm not kidding you when I tell you I got a handful of comments today, compliments on the shoes and the dress put together, and I like to think maybe I've lost about 10 pounds that helped too, because fit really is everything, as you guys know. If you have to, take your outfits to a tailor, and they're usually not nearly as expensive as you might think, and you can get something that really does accentuate your best characteristics. Now, I'm going to show you one more pair of shoes, and then I will stop this video and start another one. I'm silly. I'm wearing them. Okay, you ready? Alright. This is a Lauren Conrad. I got this from Kohl's. Not the mall, and not Belk, which tends to run a little expensive, but Kohl's. Now, it's a nice little, I don't know if you can see it, it's sort of a suede-ish material, and it's very soft. It's got a hidden platform. Very, very comfortable. You can wear these a while. If you've never tried a platform, they're not as uncomfortable as you might think. And look at the height of this heel. You might look at this and say, wow, that's torture. But it's truly not. This is actually a very comfortable shoe. Now, what's great about this shoe, I could wear it to work if I wanted to, but I think that the Jessica Simpson in camel with the pointy toe and no platform is actually a little bit more work appropriate. But then let's say I want to have an evening with the girls, or I want to go on a date or something like that, which I'm recently engaged, so I'm only dating one person. But let's say that he and I want to go on a date. I can put on these Lauren Conrads and then look at this Guess jacket. This Guess jacket has some neat, shiny sort of texturing here. It's got some leather-ish sort of detail here on this side, and it's got a number of zippers. It's pretty cool. It's kind of motorcyclish, Sons of Anarchy, So I feel pretty cool when I wear it. So it's not something I would want to wear all night, but as you can see, you can put on something like this with color blocking, and it actually looks pretty cool. Now this is not quite a crop jacket. It is right here hitting me at the hip, but this is a cool jacket with some nice platform heels and a dress to wear out in the evening and go have yourself a glass of wine or something of that nature. Now, if you're not a wine drinker and you don't go out a lot at night, I'm going to show you one jacket you can wear that always works. This, I know for a fact, I got at a discount store. It is a Calvin Klein. It's a short trench. It's lightweight, so if you're really trying to be warm, that may not work for you. But it buttons up, so it gives you a nice little cinch at the waist. Gives you a little bit of structure through here. You tie this belt, give yourself a good hourglass figure, and you're ready to go. You are now, if you add these other shoes, work appropriate. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope to be back soon and see what else I've got to show you. I got a lot of stuff. I can't wait. So thanks again for tuning in.